And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host, Ray. With me as always, we have Father.
It's me.
Did you finally see the Mario movie?
Nah, I gotta watch it.
Mm. Well, and I sent out the best signal. I told everybody we're gonna start. So if they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. By the way, I just seen. I went back to. I made sure because I had to get some of these topics. Um, I seen what you pulled up as an after party. Yeah, I think we should do an after party on that.
Thank God.
It's been a while. I know it's been a while since we did after party, but we can probably do it tomorrow if you like want to do it.
It'll have to be a little late because we watching the Michael Jackson movie.
Oh, you watching Michael tomorrow?
Yeah.
I am too. I'm going. You're not the only one. I'm going to see Michael Jackson movie tomorrow too. So we all gonna have it. But speaking of magical things that's happening, WrestleMania 42 just happened, and as always, it's a two-night event, and with two main events. One was Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. The other one, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, along with other plentiful matches that some people were excited to see, and some people was just, why the fuck is this on the card? So, um, without getting too much spoilers, let's just say that if the census is correct, night one was trash, but night two was amazing. So, Father, I come to you. What was your thought about WrestleMania 42?
That was it right there. Night one was fucking trash.
You know,
Night two was a whole lot better.
you know what I think. I think the matches they put on night one, I think they knew that no one was going to care about those matches, so they was just like, okay, put them on night one. But and like the matches that I think everybody was excited to see that got the most buzz, they put that on night two. I think that's what they did. That's how I feel like how they did with that. So
Yeah, you're technically wrong. Yeah. Night one was like sleeper. You could sleep through night one, honestly. I'm so dead ass. Like
how'd you
I
feel
couldn't
about John
even
Cena? How do you feel about John Cena's hosting skills?
he wasn't even there. The nigga came out, said hi. The nigga came out again and said, "This is the attendance," which was lower than last year.
It was.
And then after that, Bianca comes out and says, "Hey, everybody, I'm pregnant."
By the way, congratulations to Bianca and Montez. Is um, you got any thoughts about the pregnancy?
That's about to be an athletic ass baby.
That is about to be what that baby's gonna come out with a six pack.
Nigga, that baby about to come out like Terry Crews and White Chicks.
Oh man. So what do you thought about the matches, and what would you say what was match of the out of both of the nights? What would you think what would you say matches of the night, or the matches that stuck out?
The ladder match.
The ladder match was amazing. Yo, they
The
calling that
fucking
one of
ladder
the best
match.
ladder matches they've had you've seen in a while.
Nah, they usually cook when it comes to ladder matches.
They usually do. Like
I mean, look, bro, look. You had Javon Evans, Penta, Dragon Lee, Rusev. Like, bro, they had some hitters there. It was just a good ass match. Everybody understood the assignment. So shout out to them. You know, definitely elevated the IC title even more. Um, I will say I have two MVPs for the entire WrestleMania.
Let me hear.
The first MVP is Oba Femi.
Yes.
Shout out to Oba. Shout out to Africa. Shout out to Nigeria. You did your big one with this one. Oba Femi avenged every single black man and black woman
And Kofi
that
Kingston.
had to sit through the reign of terror. Kofi Kingston and Big E were like, we have been avenged.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, a second MVP absolutely goes to Jay Cargill.
This one, you said this in the chat, and I was very interested. So I was like, I want to see where you was going with this one.
Did you see her performance during that match with Rhea?
This is definitely her best performance to date.
That is the best. No, listen, that is the best wrestling match she's ever had. I'm being dead ass. That is her best match so far.
I agree with you. She didn't look green at all. She looked like she belonged there.
Nigga, she did a one. She did a Kenny Omega move.
I know.
Come on now. Nah, I gotta give it up to Jade. She wrestled her fucking ass off. She was hooping in that match. Hey, listen, if she wrestled like that, she's gonna be champion again. If she keeps that shit up, she's gonna be champion again. This was only just the beginning. But I also gotta give a shout out to Javon Evans. And then on top of that, I also have to really give a huge shout out to Trick Williams. Nigga came out with a 100 feet mink coat. Shout out to Trick Williams, man. Shout out to Trick Williams. I'm glad he won that title. And I'll be looking forward to the Trick and Mello rivalry. Because you know Mello wants his shit back.
Go ahead. What you say?
Nah, I was just saying, you know Mello wants his shit back.
Yeah, Mello definitely wants his shit back.
So yeah, Trick Williams is really about to elevate SmackDown. He's about to make SmackDown like his show. And I can't wait because the guy gets a great reaction every single time. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns was better than Cody versus Orton.
Yep.
But Cody and Orton aren't done yet, so I'm happy about that. Seth Rollins versus Gunther was also pretty decent. It was a pretty decent match. And shout out to Braun Breaker because he ran the fuck out of that ramp. That nigga was running so hard, his motherfucking body was vibrating.
I love the top-down view because it really just shows how fast he's going. He really do look like a missile shooting out of a cannon when that happens.
You want to know what I love? I love when Hang 'em High on Twitter. He be putting the Sonic rings. So while he's running down the ramp, he's collecting the Sonic rings, and then he knocks the Sonic rings out of fucking Seth Rollins. That shit was funny. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I'm giving WrestleMania a 5 out of 10 this year. Horrible first night, good second night, but the overall experience was a 5 out of 10. That's the score that I'm giving it.
You know what's funny? That's fair because one night was trash and the other night was very good, so it kind of brings up to like half. It's like so I understand you giving it. I also gave it a 5. With people saying that. I think me being biased, yes, Over Femi was my MVP. And like it went just the way we wanted to go. Wanted them to squash Brock. Like we got what we wanted, father. and
Told you.
yeah, we got what we wanted. So um also like yeah, he looked like $1 million. It's just like when he did that choke slam, and you could tell he was really, really like hyped about squashing Brock like that. I love his energy in that match. So it's just like him being that hype got me hype, and I wasn't even there. And Trick Williams was also my MVP. But do shout out to Javon Evans, bro. That when he jumped into the OG cutter for Rusev, I said, "Oh my god, yo, this nigga really, really is bouncy. That nigga, he is what they say he is. He is bouncy. I also and I said this before, but I see they really do got a future for him, but I think they're waiting. I don't know if what's his name off for TNA, Leon Poe, the youngest in charge.
Leon Slater.
Leon Slater, excuse me. Why I say Leon Poe? That's a guard from the that's a powerful from the fucking Celtics. Anyway, Leon Slater. I don't know when his contract is going to be up for TNA, but when it does, I think they're going to pick him up. And I think, and I probably said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. They're gonna put them two together, and they're gonna be like the Black Hardy Boys. I can see that happening because um, both of them got they can go. Both of them can really fucking go, and I do like seeing them together. And they could really do something in the tag division. So I think but as far as the night goes, yeah, I felt the same way. Night one was trash. Night two was the. The funny thing is, I like this 2 night segment because like I remember like the original ones, you get burnt out real easily after a couple of matches, and I can understand why they're doing it, but I can't like it when you put the trash matches on one night and then all the good matches on another night. I would love to for them to like have bangers after bangers, like a Sheamus WrestleMania bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers. Where both nights it's just like I can't choose. I hope it would get there, but like other than that, yeah, I like the 2 night format. I feel like they can still go on with this, but you really can't just be putting your sorry ass matches. And but shout out to everybody that did their thing on WrestleMania. Anything else before you want to go on to our next topics?
What was the topic I was just talking about?
WrestleMania. Material Life is in the chat. What up, B?
Hey. Oh, okay. I can't really put any input on that. So, me not.
Saw how quiet she got. What y'all talking about? WrestleMania? Oh, okay.
I really couldn't put no input. I was like, yeah, let me just go ahead.
That's why I wasn't ignoring you, B, but I was like, I guarantee you she did not watch it.
I didn't even know it was on.
Exactly.
When was it? It was yesterday?
It was last weekend.
Last weekend.
Yes.
Was that? I think I saw a clip where Speed, I guess, was on there.
Yeah, I showed Speed.
Yes,
or was that on?
He did well.
We
too.
didn't even
Yeah, like
talk about
he was
that.
competing.
He did
Like,
well.
I think he like
Yeah,
he like flipped on somebody or something.
he jumped off the top rope to kill Logan Paul.
Oh, that was Logan Paul that was at the bottom?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't see who it was. I just knew it was someone that was not black, of Caucasian descent. But it looked like it was, because I don't know. It's a big thing though. I'm surprised how big it is. Like,
I mean, Mr. T, Hulk Hogan, uh, you know,
Yeah, the
yeah,
other
celebrities.
but
celebrities.
those are they still there? Like these are
Yeah.
old, like our generation, like
No,
big
no, I'm
names.
saying in general. No, I'm saying in general. Big names have always been in WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Trump was in WrestleMania.
Trump was in WrestleMania. The WrestleMania is where
Like
like
the
they
president,
yeah
Yes.
yeah Trump
was
was
he
in.
getting beat up or something? Like I'm
No, but he
confused.
No,
was
but
in a
he punched Vince McMahon.
yeah he was in a match. Yeah, he
Oh,
was in a match. What was it like 10? Damn, almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 23. It was Bobby Lashley versus Umaga, and whoever lost had to get their hair cut. That's why Vince McMahon went bald and was started wearing do rags and shit.
Durag Vince. Shout out to Durag Vince.
That
because
was a
it's
very
so
crazy
crazy.
time.
Because I, when we were little kids, and you used to see like the adults and they bring their kids out and stuff like that. So you assumed that it was just parents bringing out their kids.
There'd be
But
more.
I didn't realize how big it was as an adult and how much people
That is a
like I didn't
multi-billion
even
dollar company.
yeah, but as a kid I didn't as a because I guess I don't watch it no more, so I'm surprised how long like and how big like I remember when I was a kid, I think that's when they started opening up the was it WWF or WWE like or Raw, whichever one it was like they had just started that league.
They started it in 1994. Raw came out in 94.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little kid and I
1990.
remember they
Raw is 1990.
90?
Yeah, it was 90. You're thinking of
Never mind.
yeah, because that's 94. That's when New Era. That's when like Shawn Michaels was popping. But
But I remember they had started something. They had recently started another like branch, and because I think Vince McMahon was in charge of. I don't know if it was. I just knew there was a second half, and I was like, "Whoa, okay." And I'm
It was
down to see
93,
how
right?
big it still is.
91. Okay. That's cool.
It was 93. January 11th, 93 was the first ever episode.
Uh okay.
Yeah,
I was off by a year.
and they still make like they pack out arenas. It's just like the monster trucks.
Which, by the way, Stone Cold had one.
Well, of course, Stone Cold gonna have one. He looked like a monster truck driver.
Yeah, he does.
So what year are they on now?
42.
What year?
It's only 42 years. Like you talk, like that's it. Don't it seems really young?
Wait, are you talking about WrestleMania or the WWE?
Yeah, WWE.
Damn, that's even longer.
Oh, so WrestleMania is only 42 years old. Was that the thing they were celebrating? Or
WrestleMania is 42 years old. The WWE is 1953.
wow.
No,
Imagine what does the 1953 group look like?
Bruno San Martino. If I'm correct. Bruno San Martino.
That was the face of the WWE in 1952.
That man was champion for 10 years.
Yeah, he was champion for 10 years. Like he was the man. My grandparents, my great grandparents was like a wrestling fan. Wrestling goes along for it's a deep history of wrestling. It's a very deep history.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know it was that old.
Yeah, his title reign lasted 4,040 days. And he had two reigns, so 2000 on one and 2000 on the other.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was that guy. Bruno San Martino was that guy. He was big then. He was very big in here.
Yeah, he passed away in 2018.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, damn.
Mhm. I might need to go to one of the shows if they're on tour right now, right? Or
They stay
no,
on
I don't
tour.
know. I don't know how this part.
They
You
stay on
better
tour.
have money. Yeah, you better have money.
How does it work? Yeah, is it online tickets? I don't know. Let me look.
No,
I
I mean
never.
it's just like a regular live event. You just buy a ticket, whether they advertise it, then you go. I'm just saying because it's owned by TKO, the same people who own UFC. They be bougie with the prices.
Hold
Which
on.
everybody's been having a problem with.
But where you get the tickets from?
You get them from Ticketmaster. You get them from
Yeah,
your regular
Ticketmaster.
ticket seller.
The same place you probably
Let
get
me
them
see.
Usher and Chris Brown tickets.
Yeah, it's not like no secret club or nothing. You could just buy a ticket and go.
I haven't. I haven't even. At first, I thought the Usher and Chris Brown thing was a lie. Hold on. WrestleMania.
Nah, I believed it.
They got no. Oh, I guess it's just a 1 day thing. They're not on tour.
Well, you talking about
No, they're on tour. They're on tour all the time.
they go from city to city.
I just looked on. I don't know. I'm not seeing these tickets, man.
I
I
don't
think
know
I
what
missed it.
they. It's like I said. It's yearly. They they're on tour all
Oh, it's
year.
once a year.
Yeah.
Oh, it already passed.
I mean, they'll probably come back to Dallas soon. Dallas is one of their big spots. So it might be a PLE. It might be a PLE event. Probably one of the PLE event. So
They were just in San Antonio this earlier.
yeah, they was just in San Antonio.
Mm. Yeah, they have a WWE Friday Night SmackDown.
Yes.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
No. I mean, yeah, it's one of their shows. It's their weekly show.
Mm-hmm.
It's not WrestleMania. Think of WrestleMania like the Super Bowl. They only do that.
Um.
Once a year, and I think next year Saudi Arabia,
Oh.
right? They're in Saudi
Yeah,
Arabia.
next year they're going to Saudi. They want that
Boo.
era money.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're going to
Boo.
Saudi
Why?
for because they have a deal with the Saudi government.
Yeah.
The
How
Saudi
As
government
far as
literally
that.
pays them for the Saudi government literally pays them to go over there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just come.
Arab money. Arab money. Yeah, they get paid over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Um, Dominic Mysterio had a really good entrance. I enjoyed his entrance.
I think he had the best entrance of all that night, that whole night. He did, yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and agree. I'm
yeah. He had the
gonna
best.
just
He
go
had the
ahead.
best entrance of that night. He was like, the second is AJ Lee, but I'm just a sucker. Yeah, I just thought it was cute. It was just cute. I just think it was very cute.
I'm not enjoying this AJ Lee one. She playing. Her heart not in it for real. The only person she's really wrestled is Becky Lynch. Like, girl, Get in there.
Yo, so oh shit, this reminds me. I think I'm not sure because depending on one person, I think we're gonna have a war games with horsewomen, full horsewomen.
You said what?
I think we may end up having a war games between four horsewomen's.
We'll see.
Depending on how one person feel, I think we could get that. It's not what I want, which is like the four horsemen at the WrestleMania and for a title, but I think we could at least get that. But if I could get that, I'll be cool too. I think that'd be good.
We will see. We will definitely see.
Okay.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Okay. All right. On to our next topic, and this is a do you care? Um, do y'all care about the whole thing with Brandy and Wanye from Boys to Men? That whole spiel.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Brandy, she had a memo. She wrote a book, and I think it had the memoirs, and it had a section in there, and it's talked about Wanye from Boys to Men, how he used to date, and she was 16, he was 21 or 22, and it was talk about like how I don't want to use the term groom, but it's like, but Wanye definitely took her virginity and all that other stuff, and everybody's starting to look at Wanye kind of like weird about that. That's why I was like, do y'all
Who?
care about that?
Look at who?
Wanye from Boys to Men.
And
Um,
he got with Brandy when she was like really young.
Yeah, 16. And he was 21, 22.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Like a lot worse. But that ain't gonna rock, especially this generation.
yeah. Brandy wrote a tell-all book or a life story or what?
I think it's a memoir.
Okay, and she wanted to put that information out there to help her heal.
I guess. That's
I mean, my life, my life, my life, my life.
unfortunately, like,
I was so confused.
And for reference,
Like
I think I got something for you.
I don't even remember them dating. So let alone this story.
Hold on, I got you. Right.
Like
Hopefully.
I couldn't even. The only person I know Brandy dated at one point was uh Kobe Bryant when she
Unfortunately,
was
she got
young.
around. For what people done dug up, she done got around. I'm not calling her a hoe or nothing, but they was like, oh, she got around a bit. So
Yeah, because she started the industry as a kid. And so if she's saying that only at 16 she gave her virginity to him, and she's been in the industry since she was a little kid,
younger than that.
and
So.
he was what, 20 something? But the thing is, you got to remember the times are different. Back in the days, no offense, but even though it is not right, but it was normal. Like that type of behavior wasn't considered weird. Like it was still weird, but it wasn't considered like off-putting. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was still like, bruh, are you old as hell? But it was so normal that it was like everywhere. You know what I mean?
You
Like even the security guard at the schools was dating the kids at the school. At the high schools was dating the high school kids.
I think I may have found something, and we're gonna talk on that too because that's also I've seen it myself, but I think this video will explain it. So hopefully,
this is the 16-year-old that Wanye Morris from Boys to Men said was old enough to get it.
Man, I have been sitting here waiting for her since I got here. I'm like, where's Whitney? Where's Whitney?
A 16-year-old Brandy barely able to contain herself.
I just hope she's nice to me and she likes me.
Knowing she'd soon share the stage at the 1995 Kids' Choice Awards with her hero, Whitney Houston.
Because sometimes people need to be reminded of what a 16-year-old actually looks like. And for reference, this is Wanye at 22 or thereabouts. Let's refresh your memory with what Wanye said about dating said 16-year-old.
They were saying she was really young when y'all dated.
Yeah, she was. Not that young. Not jailbait. No, that's what I'm saying. But you know, that's why. But that's why I stopped it. Hold on. But that's why I stopped it and said that she wasn't that young, because I don't want y'all to think Boys to Men was young.
She said she was.
I was young too.
She said she was 15 and she had to keep it a secret because she was so young.
See, we did the thing. We did the thing when she was like 16, 17, around that time. You know.
So you were still a boy too.
I wasn't old. I wasn't like 38 years old. Nothing like that. I was old enough to. She was old enough to get it.
Okay. But was it legal in the state y'all was in?
I mean, we was always in different states.
Do you see how they laughed? How they all chuckled? Mind you, this is after old boy made the point to make the distinction that she wasn't that young. We weren't messing with jailbait now. But you were. But you were. And you're laughing about it. And never forget, folks, this face, this baby, is who that man said was old enough to get it, though. This little ass baby was old enough to get it from that 22-year-old ass, grown ass man.
A little bit of what?
Damn, I thought you said he was like 20, 21.
What?
He was 22?
I said 21, 22.
Oh, never mind. I misheard.
I said
Oh,
21, 22.
now that makes sense why that clip was running rampant. Like, it was just a picture of like, this is 16-year-old Brent. I didn't understand. I was like, okay. But now it makes sense because this whole thing was going on.
So has this been just about the most exciting thing you could ever imagine?
Yes, it has.
Yeah. That's them on Oprah. I'm not going to play it, but go ahead. Say what you were saying, Father.
No, I was saying I thought it was like a 3-4 year old age difference because like I've seen like 17 and 20. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen that. And you know, like once the person turns 18, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen that, but like I don't know, because I think age gaps do kind of play a role. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously no one's gonna trip if it's like a 17 and a 19-year-old, right?
Right.
But like at 16 and 22, I think the gap is a little too big for that.
I was just about to ask
what I'm
y'all,
saying?
what is pushing it to y'all?
And the thing is, it's subjective, but generally, you don't want to go anything under 17. Generally, at any age, you know, anything under 17 is a no-go.
Right.
17, like you would have to be like 19, 20. And then it'll be okay. If you're like 21 and over, you're old enough to drink, right? So I think that's like the cutoff. So under 17, over 21. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're over 21 and, you know, she's 17 and under, yeah, you're tripping. But if like you're 20 and she's like, what, 16? I mean... kind of, but it's still, yeah, chill out. Because it'll depend on the location too. Because different environments, you know what I'm saying, they're going to either shame it or not. But I just think right now, like, it's just really looked down upon because of, you know, just how many stories have come out of people getting abused and shit like that. So, yeah, you just really got to be careful and you got to know your motherfucking environment. And this is me not condoning it, but I know that human beings are going to do fuck shit. So, yeah.
What about you, B?
I don't know. The times is different. Back, it's like people have to understand that it's like, even though it wasn't right, the times was different. So a lot of the stuff now that they're like shunning and making you know, like we really didn't know no better. It was just so common. So for us, for me, like it was just common. So I don't know. I think now as a grown ass adult and how they keep keying, it's like, bro, like ain't nothing funny about that. Because now you should at least have some common sense. Like, yo, she was young, but to say that, I'm like,
Well, I done said
like
this
you weird.
before, and I'm not to cut you off. I done said this before about black people when it comes to like speaking. We don't know what we just be saying just to say we not really PR trained. So you're going to get you're going to get like the
Yeah,
hood
but
version of
like
it.
you have kids.
I
Like, you know
know.
what I mean? Like you have kids now. Like you are old now.
Yeah.
Back in the days, if he was like he was 22 saying stuff like that, it'd be one thing. Cause his friend tried to give him an alley oop. You know, like he was like, oh, she wasn't that young. Cause he realized, yeah, this looks a little off putting. But it's like he's like, yo, she could still get it. Like, bruh,
But that's
you
what
and
I'm
your big
saying.
old over 40 years age. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Some people are not PR trained like that. That's why, like, usually you have someone.
No, he don't think he did anything wrong. He thinks he's fully like it was not that bad. Like in his mind, he really believes like there was nothing wrong with that. Like 22, dating a 16, 17-year-old, in his mind, is nothing wrong. Even at his big age.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I mean, it goes back to my question: what is pushing it? Do you think what they was doing is pushing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was normal.
Not
But
really.
now that you're an adult and you're older, you have to have some sort of like, some sort of like, man, I'm telling you, people ain't got no shame.
I wouldn't say that because there was even TV shows and sitcoms where it's just like uh the teenage girls fucking with an older man and they're like in college or some shit like that. And it's just like the only thing is there's usually a father there and it's just he's usually there to vet the person out. It's like and he's like, what the hell you doing fucking with a it usually starts off with that and then like he's going to meet the person that she is quote unquote dating. So there's usually like if I think anybody in the hood, like if we all grew up in the hood, like there's a 6 year age gap. And most people 5 years is pushing it. Me, I was like, yo, if you like a 5 year age gap difference, that's kind of you're like there, but you're not pushing it. 6 is pushing it. So I don't condone what he was doing. And yes, he was old enough to drink, and she wouldn't even graduate high school. Would she be like 10th or 11th grade or some shit like that? If she was in high school. So yeah, that is where you put it in that way. She shouldn't have been from the butt. And I'm gonna get so much hate for this. I know I'm gonna get so much hate for this. How many girls you knew that in high school they was over there just fucking with older dudes, and they knew that they was fucking with older dudes? Like they wasn't really fucking with kids their age. They was fucking with older men because
That's
they,
why,
huh?
yeah, that's why I said during that time period, that was normal. It wasn't like it was, it was weird, but it wasn't considered unrealistic. Like that was something you didn't see. Like it used to be like older kids messing with, I mean, elementary school kids, like, because them girls was like developed. So them boys used to be in like it was so normal. Pedophiles was a normal thing. Like it wasn't something where you got people now making videos where they're catching a pedophile. Like it was just so normal. Like
I'm not
But like
gonna.
I'm saying,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
mhm,
I'm not. I can't
huh?
agree. I can't agree with that. I really cannot agree with that. I can't agree.
Back no, I'm sorry, but back in the days, that was so like it was just so regular. Even though it was still weird, it wasn't like it wasn't a common like compared to now. Now you can't. That thing ain't even gonna fly. But back in the days, I think it's also because of the times. So you gotta remember, for a long time before the age started to increase, you could get married at 13, at 15. Like a man old enough to be your dad could like literally marry a 13-year-old, you know?
I think
And
people
then
still do that.
as time has increased, like the age period of like consent and marriage and stuff like that started to increase and increase and increase. But I don't know. Now these new generation ain't they ain't having it. Get your old ass. Well, some still do. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like everybody is up to par. Ain't no pedophiles no more. But some people still date older men. I ain't gonna pretend like it's not happening still.
Uh, I don't disagree. Okay, let me make sure I make this clear. I don't disagree with you that that what 21-year olds fuck with the high school kids is common because like I said, I didn't see that in high school. I'd be lying to say I didn't see that. I saw it in high school all the time. I just think that like they do. My thing is, I think they knew better. I know a lot of people say they was young and they know better, and this is where I usually disagree with a lot of people, and maybe it's because, and making, I'm not putting myself in this, but a lot of people in my age, if you'd have fucked up, you know, they'd have told you you know better. There were things that I maybe it's just me. I knew things at 16 that most people like. When I tell people, it's just like, where the fuck did you learn this? I tell them I learned this in high school. Like the age of consent. Like I
Mm-hmm.
knew what the age of consent. I knew what states where you had to be what age or you consider it. I understood like the age gaps and who can you date because they taught that in school. So it's just like how do you and when I spouse this information to people, people look at me weird and I go, how do you not know this? I knew this at 16. I knew this at 16 and they was teaching it in school. So it's just like how in the fuck did y'all don't know this shit? That's and so and hell, I'm even saying this. I used to go outside at the end of the school days. Yeah, there were older dudes in their cars and girls my age going to these niggas and getting pregnant by these niggas, knowing that they got cars and all that other stuff. They thought they was
Uh-huh.
big. They thought they was big shit, fucking with the older dudes with the cars and all that shit. Come to find out, they get pregnant by them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I,
Uh-huh.
I told this story like I was because I was a virgin. Like I was a virgin throughout all high school, and the one thing that kept me being a virgin was because a lot of females that I knew, in the wintertime, they was fucking with people. Come by springtime, majority of them was pregnant. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like teen, like I said, one of my high school's teen pregnancy was a fucking thing. To where I looked at that and go, I'm not fucking with nobody. I said I'm gonna just graduate and just not fuck with anybody. And I know people was just like, yeah, you could just wear a condom. I said most of these people I talked to, they said they did wear a condom, but they broke. So I don't. So I'm not even going to try to chance this shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just think that I feel like a lot of people just play ignorant when they get older because I don't know, maybe what they look at was a mistake or they look at it as a mistake or some shit like that. Because I guarantee a lot of these people that think that, and I don't condone this either. What Wanye was doing was disgusting, and it is. They be the same people fucking with him though.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of them, they know their closet ain't clean, so they don't want to say something, and it might come back to bite them in the ass.
Oh Lord, yeah. Just like the aunties and the freakniks. It was like, oh shit,
Mhm.
Young Auntie was a big ass freak. Now, but look,
Mhm.
look, I wouldn't want my 16-year-old fucking with a 22-year-old. I'm shutting that shit down real quick.
Mhm.
I'm pretty
Let
sure a
me
lot
tell
of
you.
like that shit is gonna get shut down real quick. I don't think anybody should be like doing this, but yeah, I think this was just a interesting story and all that other stuff.
By the time I was in the ninth grade in high school, a lot of elementary school kids was already on birth control
That's a damn shame.
because them kids was outside. Mind you, a lot of them was like, you gotta remember, elementary kid, I think they're like,
Then I mean, working with
chances of 10-year-olds are like fourth grade, fourth, fifth. So like, imagine that. Like, even if they're super developed. So that just tells you it was a weird,
So has this
it
been
was a
just about
weird
the most?
time we was in.
Oh no, I agree with you. There was when I tell you there was my sister had a homegirl. Now she a year older than me, but when I tell you this girl had a body that most girls right now be trying to get, with the whole BBLs and um
Mhm.
that girl, she had that at 17. And when I tell you, like, that girl had all body, like all ball. Everybody, grown men was looking at. She used to wear these white sweatpants that showed her figure off, and you just couldn't help but go, "Damn!" That shit was like,
I remember passing through this because our school was semi-connected to the elementary school that we all went to, and I seen this girl and she was super. I mean, she had boobs, and at that point, I ain't had nothing. So I was I was like, yo, she like, how old is she? My sis was like, the girl in the elementary school, like literally, they have to talk to her all the time because she's so grown. She be outside with grown men. And I'm like, you picking this kid up from elementary school? Like, be honest. But like by that time, I'm in high school, so my thought process is a little different. I'm like, that's nasty. But that's just me. Some people didn't find that to be weird. A lot of people just, I
man,
don't know. Some people raised differently.
that shit is weird. Even back then, even me at 16, I would have found that shit weird. But then again, like we
Yeah,
all
to me it
knew,
was weird. You couldn't get me to be dating no 30-year-old when I was in high school.
yeah. But like I tell people before, you knew who the hoes were because they were hoes. They was outside.
Mhm.
It was like everybody be like, she a little girl, and be like, yeah, she a little hoe. Uh,
Mhm.
I hate doing this but then again, I know a lot of girls that wasn't like that. I know a lot of girls were like that, but you knew that you had about two or three of them. They were hoes, and they would get around, and you knew. So, any last words before we move on to our next topic?
He's catching niggas nuts and she's sucking on your balls. She's a hoe. She's a hoe. Suck some dick. Does it real good. She's a hoe. Shout out to Project Pat.
That was the Project Pat. Okay. This is another. Do you care? Do you care how the Japanese people feel about black people?
Honestly, the only reason why I'ma say no is because it's really nothing to take serious. That shit was a meme.
The Japanese people look at us like Saiyans or Viltrumites.
Yeah,
Well, I don't think they ever liked us. I don't
nah, I
understand
won't
why
say
black
that.
people
No, they
believe.
like us, but
Nah, I will not say
they
that.
like us, but they like us the way how we like Mike Tyson. That's the only way I can describe it. They like us just how people like Mike Tyson. Like, yes, at one point he is like cool. He's a cool person to be around. But don't forget he's Mike Tyson and he will knock you the fuck out. I think that's how Japanese people look at us. I could be wrong though.
Like
But
you gotta Yeah. No, you got to remember, like, this is a super homogenous country. So they're not going to be well versed in other people's cultures unless they have a direct exposure. That's why Japanese people are really fucking good at, at adaptations and taking people's shit and making it their own. Like, for example, jazz in Japan goes fucking crazy.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? They're really good at taking other people's stuff and making it their own.
Yeah, still in.
No, I seen no, I seen the
I think
cultures where even though like well they fucking love a black culture and they give it the respect that they really do, especially when it comes to hip hop and shit. They really do fuck with us, but this like he said, this just like I don't think they really understand the culture. But I think they fuck with us, but I don't think they understand it. I think that's the best way I can put it. But go ahead, B.
I think people are forgetting the core. The like just as slavery is like in the core of or like racism is in the core of white people. Japanese, all Asians in their core. Some of them have evolved, but in the core, there was a dislike for black people. I think in amongst every race, there's this small this like weird dislike of black people.
I agree with you there because they showed it in
And
Vietnam.
even
They showed it in
yeah,
Vietnam.
but even when you see what's the girl, the tennis girl, right?
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, because she's half black. There's still like because she plays tennis. She talks about how the mistreatment and stuff when she used to go through school and stuff like that. Yeah, we all see them as being like this kind group of individuals, and they're very like. But in the core, there's still the ancestors in there. Their grandparents still have like this weird thing about like even with like when you look at other Asians like Jenny Mai, where she was like she likes black people, but even when she used to make those comments
Dark meat on the
and then
side.
got made
Lean meat is what's good
yeah
for me. I remember that shit.
yeah because that's the stuff that is like accepted amongst her family, like her whole family group. But it's just because that's just even though they have evolved, some people have evolved just like white people. Some white people have evolved. They're better than their great grandparents, and they're always changing. But some people still have not changed. Even some black people can't stand their own black people.
The Uncle Ruckuses. Don't trust them new niggas over yonder. Shoot.
And then also when you go to Japan and you see the amount of like no offense to the military that is out there, the shenanigans they be doing, they probably look at all the black people like, yo,
You know what?
y'all like, wow.
B, you still in, right?
Mm-mm.
No? Oh. I used to correct me if I'm wrong, but correct me. I used to hear it was the white people that be really acting up over there in Japan to where like they was fucking it up for the rest of us, but yet black people was getting the blame for it.
It was mostly the Marines.
I figured the Marines, goddamn
They were just
Marines.
raping them. I mean, just taking them to town. You can't say the. Sometimes stuff gets censored when you start saying the R word.
Just say grape, like just grape.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or they
yeah, I
would
used
get
to
so
hear.
drunk and then be getting into fights. It was just a little. So they look at when you look at one group, you just assume all the groups. It's just depending on the experience you had. Some people had better experiences, so they probably like, oh, okay, they're cool.
Okay. All right. Uh, I think I said what I wanted to say. Anybody else got any last words before we move on?
Did y'all already talk about the draft?
What draft?
The NFL draft.
I don't want to talk about that.
I haven't been paying attention. I don't really pay attention to the NFL draft like I used to.
You know, I don't like the NFL.
Yeah, he's not a big fan of NFL. So
what happened? What they do to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
He's more into soccer. He's more into soccer.
But I don't think that is there even a football. What is it? Football is like football. What's the league is soccer?
I just think football is ass. That's it.
Yeah, you just think football is ass.
So is there a draft night for like soccer league?
Maybe, I don't know.
Not really. No, I mean not really. It's just rich niggas buying players.
Yeah, rich niggas. Yeah, Messi. You know, Messi got bought.
Yeah, but like y'all want Messi? Yeah, can you afford him? Yeah, that's it.
That's kind of like how it goes.
I think it would be big if they had draft nights for the soccer league. Like,
soccer's not big in America. The only time we really care about soccer
but it's big around the world.
In the world, yes, but
damn right.
But U.S. soccer, like American soccer, doesn't garner that big of a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But FIFA.
No, yes. But it's not just to get into the American League, but that's to like get into all the soccer leagues. Like if all the world would like, do a big draft night, for like the same way like how it's here for just American team, but it's like for soccer, it would be like, oh, you can get drafted to like the Portuguese team, you can get drafted to European League, the Madrid League, the US League. So, I think that would still like render so many people.
So the closest thing to that is what Father said. They just buy them. Because I remember the
World Cup is here in America right now. Yeah, look, and that they all sold out.
You look, there was two things I remember from my childhood, and I didn't even watch soccer heavy, but then it came to soccer. Freddie Adu, that nigga was on a soccer team when he was like 14. I don't know if any of y'all know who Freddie Adu is.
Mm-mm.
Okay, but he was a big fucking deal, and like he played for the DC United team, but he was like 14. And the second is when David Beckham went to LA, and that's about as close as you're gonna get to like what you would say a draft for soccer. It's just, and I guess they did that for Messi too, but. Again, but yeah, soccer doesn't really in America doesn't really garner that big of an audience, except during FIFA. Then we give a fuck. But if it was, you probably would have a point if we was like, was it Manchester and the other fucking joint that they have their rivalry. But other than that, yeah, it don't really pop off like that.
Yeah, but they just have, I think, the World Cup or like this, whatever it is that happens before, where all these different teams was competing against each other. And each one of the arenas that they were having in America was selling out like crazy.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It will sell out. People will go. Like whenever like the Olympics come to, where is it coming to? LA. It's coming to LA.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to sell out because it's an international thing. But as far as like it being on TV, no one cares except when it comes to.
Yeah, they got one of the big. Man, I'm saying people watch you here, and people getting what the Spanish like
in
ESPN
America,
soccer channel.
in America,
Yeah.
no one cares unless it's FIFA or FIFA.
Nah. I'm telling you, I literally like. I've heard so many guys talk about like this. Like, I think a lot of people here watches soccer.
They
Like from like, because especially with us having so much Hispanics and like all sorts of race and stuff out here. Um, I think we probably watch a lot. Like that's why ESPN can have a soccer channel dedicated to nothing but just soccer.
and who watches that mostly?
Them Hispanics, them
Exactly.
blacks, them Africans.
Exactly. The Hispanics and maybe the Africans. And trust me, my high school had the cheat code. We had nothing but Hispanics and Africans on our soccer team. We was the best in the fucking we was one of the best in the fucking state. But like I said, when it comes to watching TV, because I almost got into a fight with this Spanish girl because USA beat Mexico one time, and I was fucking with her for no reason. Didn't know a damn thing about soccer. I looked at her and said, haha. You know, it was USA won. USA won. That and the other time, like when I seen blacks and Mexicans get into a fight, uh, Floyd Mayweather versus Oscar De La Hoya. That's when we only fucking care. But only time when I see people really talk about
Man,
soccer,
yo.
yeah, that was it. That was it. If you was black and Mexican, we that was like the biggest beef. I that was a time.
No,
But anyway,
I think y'all underplaying how many people would how many people would pay tickets, like literally.
no, going to a soccer game, that's one thing. But watching it, like you never see, like you know how like the NBA playoffs are right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever see a playoff spot for soccer unless it's not FIFA? That's what I'm telling you. When it's FIFA time, that's when everybody watch. That's when everybody cares. But as far as like MLS, which is American Soccer League, no, it doesn't get that much attention. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't get
Yeah,
me wrong.
nobody want to watch them. I don't even know how many leagues we got. I'm
That's
talking about world, like the world.
B. That's exactly what I'm saying. I swear to God, That's what I was saying the whole time. The
No,
only
I'm not saying draft for just here. I was saying draft like they every like major big soccer player meets for draft night, at like one location, and then they draft for like all of different countries, different states, and different peak leagues.
that's not that. Yeah, nobody's gonna watch that. No,
Man, I think a lot of people would.
I guarantee you, no one will watch that. If that's the case, baseball would be just people will watch the baseball draft, which no one fucking watches. And baseball is just as big. Soccer is bigger, but baseball is just as big worldwide as soccer. Soccer first, and I think baseball. And there's no world draft.
No.
There's
There was a guy that was flying back to Dallas a while back. He was flying to Dallas just to go watch the baseball game out here. Because he's like whatever Dallas team is. I was like, wow.
I think it
Okay.
was probably Houston Astros.
I don't know. I don't
It
watch
was probably the
baseball.
Astros.
I ain't never.
It's probably the Astros.
I had got tickets and didn't
Or the
even
Texas
go.
Rangers. Maybe the Texas Rangers.
I was so sad.
Yeah. So all right. So well, let's get, with all that. Let's get back to
Mhm.
the topics at hand. and these topics is about white crash outs. Now, there has been a slew of white crash outs, preferably people that lose their job and they end up burning shit to the fucking ground. As if, let's just start with this one right here.
Appears to show the start of the fire. In the footage posted to social media, you hear someone say all you had to do was pay us enough to live, as stacks of toilet paper burn.
All you had to do was pay us enough to live. There goes your inventory.
Last night, police announced the arrest of Chamil Abdul Karim on suspicion of multiple felony arson-related charges, adding the 29-year-old is an employee of NFI Industries, a third-party distributor for Kimberly-Clark, the company known for manufacturing paper-based personal care and hygiene products. Police say this massive warehouse fire was allegedly the work of a disgruntled employee. Stunning new video appears to show the start of the fire. In the footage posted to social media, you hear someone say all you had to do was pay us enough to live, as stacks of toilet paper burn.
All you had to do was pay us enough to live. There goes your inventory.
Yep, and then you have this right here. This man got fired for his job, so he decided to destroy the entire workplace with a forklift before leaving.
Oh my God, he is tearing up the building. He got fired. Oh my God. He got fired, y'all, and this is what he's doing. Oh my God, he is tearing up the building. He got fired. He done tore his whole. Oh my God.
That might have been a brother, so I can't really say
that was a black man.
Yeah, I was about to say that might have been a brother, so I even can't call this white crash out. I think this is a societal crash out now. Also, you got this woman right here. $2.7 million worth of wine. So, you want me, hey Father, you want me to play this and then you want to speak? Because I'm going to come to you first. You want me to play this one? And
yeah, go ahead.
Getting tired of how these big corporations are treating them, and now they're doing shit to prove a point. In the last week or so, there's been almost 10 incidents where either a warehouse was burned down or a building was burned down. But that ain't it. Now people are putting stores like Walmart and Sam's Club on blast. They're doing things to single-handedly ruin these stores. So now what people are doing is taking spray foam, spraying it in toilets in big corporations. And if you know anything about spray foam, you know what happens when you spray foam in a toilet. Once that foam gets in a pipe, you already know what it's doing. It's hardening up. And I'm talking about hard as a brick. And how does that affect these big corporations? Well, once you spray foam in a toilet, all those pipes that have anything to do with that toilet hardens up. So what you're going to have to do? Call plumbers. What are they going to have to do? Break down walls, break down concrete. This is a situation that can stop your store from being open. Places like Target, places like Walmart, they're about to be messed up because guess what? People are rebelling because they say they're not getting paid enough. They're saying they're not getting treated right. And the craziest part about everything, they can't even find out who's doing it. It's not like they can monitor everybody that's in the bathroom because you're not supposed to have surveillance in the bathroom. Mind you, the same reason that people were so-called setting these fires, they're saying they're not being treated right either. So what's going on?
You know, if you're not going to pay us enough to f***ing live or afford to live, at least pay us enough not to do this shit. All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
All right now, Father, I come to you. Woof. These are some crash outs here. What are your thoughts on a lot of these people just crashing out at their workplace where either they're not getting paid enough or they're getting fired? What are your thoughts?
I told you. I told you. What did I say? It was gonna get to a point. People not gonna care no more. and we have never reached that point. And you heard what they said. Maybe if you paid us more, right?
Yep.
Um, yeah. Shit is getting more expensive, and the paychecks aren't paychecking. So this is what it looks like when you have a nation in decline. This is what collapse looks like. You have a workforce that is overburdened.
Well, you just think
and they
you
don't
know
make
everything.
enough money to remove that burden, right? And then on top of that, they are subject to a culture where instead of addressing the systemic factors of why these things are happening, what do they tell you? Oh, just get a second job. No, just work harder. Oh, you probably just need to stop buying all that McDonald's, stop buying all that Chipotle. You know? And now it's getting to a point where it's just like, I'm sorry, cutting out fast food is not going to make a major difference in your finances. If you're already not making enough money, then that's it.
Fast food is cheap anyway. Not now, but even when they were saying that fast food is cheap.
Yeah, but the problem with fast food is that the ingredients aren't organic or premium.
Yeah.
That's the trade-off. That's
Yeah.
why the food is cheap. So the problem now becomes, okay, I live in a society where I'm working full time and I still can't afford nothing. So then what is the point of working? And even if I can't afford it, by the time that I'm done with all the bills, I'm left, you know what I'm saying, with nothing. So then what do people say to them? Oh, just live below your means. And I'm like, that's not a solution. Living below your means is not a solution. That's a band-aid to the problem. That's an individualistic band-aid because you don't want to address the actual issue. And the actual issue is that there is a huge wealth gap. There's a huge wealth gap. We no longer really have a middle class anymore. You're either rich and you're thriving, or you're not, and you're struggling. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have two jobs, you're still struggling. So that's why I've always refused to work two jobs. I've always refused to work multiple jobs because it's not the solution. Like I'm already burdened, and now I'm going to take on more burden like no, that's not going to happen. You know. Another thing about it too is that once you realize that working a job is not going to build you that generational wealth, and this is the case for a lot of people, then you start to think different. Then you start to pivot your perception on, okay, so then how can I better service the people around me instead of just always focusing on, you know what I'm saying, getting this job and getting that job, because you can get laid off. You understand? You can get a good job, work there for a couple months or whatever, and then they can just lay you off, right, without warning. So job security is pretty much non-existent, which enables people to do a lot of job hunting. But then again, it's only going to get to a certain point, is what I'm trying to say. It's only going to get to a certain point, and then you're back to square one. And I've seen this a lot, you know? So you got people working multiple jobs, you got people working side hustles, you got people learning new skills so that they can market themselves and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's a race to the bottom. And that's why you're seeing the reactions that you're seeing, because no matter how much effort you put in, bro, at the end of the day, they still gonna raise that price. At the end of the day, there's gonna be a dumbass that's gonna say, "Hey, let's do this," and then the entire country has to suffer because of the idiotic decisions of people who have the power to make those decisions. So, all in all, what I'm saying is, this is what collapse looks like. This is you are witnessing collapse in real time, because no longer is it the case where you can work full time and build wealth. That's gone now. So a lot of people, unfortunately, are going to suffer from that antimony because we never we never developed a consciousness to deal with societal systemic issues as a collective. What we have been indoctrinated with is just pure rugged hyper individualism. And you know, Ray, you've even been a witness to this, because what happens when somebody is basically with you, and then they get like a really good opportunity, and then they now have a whole bunch of money. Usually they change they change their environment, they change their group of friends, they change a lot, because now the money has given them access to another class, right? So, and you saw this with black folks a lot, especially in the 80s when they were rising to the middle class. And then when they got to the middle class, now all of a sudden, oh nigga, go work hard like I did. It's just like, yeah, but where's the opportunity? And that's the problem. We get into certain positions and then that's it. How do you build generational wealth when only you have money? You feel what I'm saying? How are you supposed to facilitate a rise or a ascent, but you the only nigga with money? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what you're seeing right now is the fact that we have been stolen from. And I really need y'all to understand that we have been fucking stolen from. And how they do it is not that they're reaching in your pocket and taking your money. No, it's not that. Every single time there's a recession, the people who have the most money are buyers of assets that are declining in value. So they can just buy those assets, and it's a wealth transfer because those assets will now appreciate over time because of the person that bought it. You know what I'm saying? But to the regular average person that has to work and pay bills and pay rent and stuff like that, all of that money that they're paying is going to those very same people that bought those assets. So literally the rich are getting richer, and those who are not rich are simply just objects of extraction. And that's why you're seeing that crash out. It's extraction. Your mind, your body, your soul, your time, your energy, your labor no longer belongs to you. And this is what you're witnessing now. And I'm a land there.
B, do you have anything to say? You're muted. I don't know if you're talking.
Oh, I said, no, oh no, I agree. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I heard
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Shoot. This is basically what Father was saying.
Told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
I'm just saying. I told you.
That's my favorite meme. He was right. He was like, what do you do? It's all the money. I think, and the thing is, I feel like a lot of this is going to be happening too, where it's just like, motherfuckers just like, I'm sick of this shit.
A lot of people are. People are tired. They over it.
Oh man.
Like it's so crazy because a few days ago I was talking about how I remember Bernie Sanders, where he was talking about 4-day work weeks. He felt like he wanted to bring into law 4-day work weeks, and everybody was like, oh, they was like in uproar, like, oh, he's so independent, and that's why he thinks this is like. Now people are like, I don't work no more. What happened to the 4-day work week? I'm like, I don't understand why y'all was so upset about him bringing that up. Now all of a sudden, y'all all want to be in cahoots. Y'all should have been in cahoots when he was bringing the law up for it.
They don't fuck with Bernie. That's the problem.
Man,
they don't
child.
fuck. They don't fuck. I've been saying it. I've been saying this ever since he was running for president. And a lot of people was just like, he was just like, oh yeah, Bernie would be a great president. I said, yeah, but the Democrats don't fuck with him. So, but look at this now. Look, now you got what, Kamala Harris. She's also a black woman in hindsight right now. This is the blackest I've seen Kamala Harris. She talking about everything. She like, y'all ain't want to vote for me, huh? Look at them tariffs. Tariffs kicking y'all ass, huh? It's like I said, everything he doing, I was just talking about, right? That's Kamala Harris. Every time I see her in the interview, just So yeah. So also, out of all of those, who y'all think had the best crash out? That forklift one was kind of crazy.
I don't have an answer.
You don't have an answer?
I don't think any of them had a good crash out. And now they about to go to jail. Like,
I mean,
like it's one thing to do like y'all they took the crash out to the highest level. Like, I don't know. I don't think none of them had a good crash out because now you about to sit in prison for no reason. I mean, no reason, but was it worth it?
I guess so. If you got that far, I think fuck it.
Yeah. I could understand, flinging a few papers off the desk, but burning down a whole warehouse, taking a forklift and running rapid, like I'm not even just a little bit of these are over 200. Like that's considered large damages. That's some time damages.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not enough for me.
Yeah, all those was cool crash outs, but you want to know what's my favorite crash out? And this happened last year. This one right here. I already
know.
Yep, this one right here, because this one is beautiful. This was beautiful.
This video of Michael Murray crashed and told no. This video of Michael Murray crashing his newly purchased car through the...
Because he warned them. I love this because he pre-warned him. He said, I'm going to run this motherfucker through the building if y'all don't take this shit back. And they didn't believe him. And the fact that he kept his word.
This video of Michael Murray crashing his new...
And the fact that he kept his word, he was like, y'all gonna take this shit back. I'm not gonna hold you. I love me a good white boy crash out, because when they crash out, they really crash the fuck out. It's dangerous, but it's also like a spectacle to watch, because them motherfuckers, they really do their thing. So, any last words before we move on to our final thought? Because I think we have gone through everything.
I told you.
Oh wait, yeah. This I forgot about this one too. Before
Do I gotta flip the tables in this bitch?
Can you repeat yourself?
Do I gotta start smashing the register? Y'all not hearing this? Y'all worried about food in this man.
By the way, this one is different because I think the manager was spying on a kid, and he's seen him, and he's just like going off on him. So, for context reasons.
It's looking at little girls. What are you sitting here for? What am I doing wrong? Am I saying anything wrong? I'm not calming down. It's gonna happen after me. And again. Megan did this already. Nothing happened. Megan did this already. She blurted out in front of everybody. This has happened before. Excuse me, Lord. Hey, this has happened. Somebody done blurted out, hey, this man been doing this in the back. Guess what? She got fired. Nothing happened. I swear to God. No, she got fired, fam. Stop playing with me, Mike. If you keep doing that, Mike, I'm gonna make assault is nothing. That's a misdemeanor. That's 90 days in the county. That's an $800 bond, my nigga. Stop playing with me, fam. Do you want your?
I want y'all to know the fact that he did the math and he knew what time it was. He was really, yeah, he about that action. If anybody could tell you how much time you were doing and is okay with it, he about that action. So shout out to the old brother trying to keep him from out of jail, but he already thought this out.
Yep.
Not knowing who you talking to. I got little girls. Ain't no man sitting here pressurizing a little girl. I'm not gonna accept that. You're not gonna tell me what to do, and you not neither. Hey, bro. LB, are you still gonna be here? Are you still gonna be here? It's disrespectful, man. It's disrespectful. Please stay away from me. You with that shit. You doing this for money. You with that shit. Anybody still work here? After they know what these girls do with you and what they said, you with that shit just for money. That is wrong. That's not right, LB. That's not right. I don't care. I'm telling you what's right. Do you want to see the text messages? Would that make you walk out the door with me? Would that make you walk out the door with me? You walk out with me? And you see these text messages and listen, that's because of you? Hello? Hey, excuse me. Hey, I see a gold Chevy. Hey, look out here, bro. I'm in front of a lot of people, too. I need to make sure that if this Chevy not gone in an hour, we finna run this bitch. Hey, it's a white boy with glass. Hey, someone on the phone for real, right? Hey, if he not gone in an hour, I need this bitch flipped. And that's on my mom. Hey, wow, take your phone. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, just fuck away. So all you gonna do is scream and tell them all. Man, get the fuck away from me. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? We in Pasadena, the laws don't come quick. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm doing. Huh? Bro, you know I know what's going on. I know what I'm doing. It's raining outside. They can't see me. I'm finna come right. Hey, I'm serious.
He was about that action. Thoughts on this one?
Ain't really nothing to talk about. It's pretty self-explanatory to me.
Yeah.
Don't be looking at little girls, nigga.
I was actually trying to wonder what happened. It's like,
yeah, the dude he was crashing out on has a history of looking at like little girls, like some kind of way. And he went off on them.
Do I gotta flip the table?
I mean that I did know. I meant to say this is on me. I meant to say I wondered if like what happened after that. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, because he looked like he was about to get people to fuck him up or something like that. Or something. And he was really he was willing to go to jail. And I don't know. This is I'm gonna tell you the part that really kind of like I don't want to say weirds me out, but I think I've always seen this. It's the older black dude. I understand like he don't want him to go to jail, like ruin his life. But at the same time, like it's something about that. It just like gives me the ick or something like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Why gives you the ick?
Like I don't know. Something about old people. It's something about like y'all work with older people. It's just like it's more about the job than the morals.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just like
I think depending on the type of older black person is, some of them don't really be about that drama. Like they hear you, but I would rather you take this somewhere else. Like like I still need this job, man.
that. I understand that because like I've had a couple of joints where it's just like the older dudes is just they have that attitude, and I don't. It's just like
Mhm.
it's just like if he lose this job, then like he don't know what he gonna be doing. It's some shit like that. It's just like, but I don't. Is it weird for me? Is that weird for me to say?
What?
Because I'm on the
What's
young
weird?
dude. Because I'm on the young dude's side and shit.
Mhm.
But it's just like I'm looking at the old dude. It's just like yo. I was like, oh, it was like OG. I was like, I appreciate the OG for doing OG shit, but like
Let that man crash out in
yeah, let
peace, man.
that. And normally I tell people like don't let people crash out, but this is for a valid reason. This is honestly, yo, OG, just step back. I think to me it was just like, yo, OG, just I told the
I'm the
OG step back.
opposite. I'm on the OG side, like, bruh. Like I hear it. But you know me, I'm team always gonna be. If you want to, I'd rather you call the police than go call the police. Doing all that. Mhm. But people be taking actions in their own hands. And if that man gonna be in prison.
Yeah, I get it because I think I had the same argument about the whole I heard about the whole thing about the I guess this grape academy thing that people was talking about that like
Yep.
62 million people like visited on the month of February or some shit like that.
Yep.
So yeah, and fortunately, like whoever promoted the story got the information wrong, and then when they told her that the information wrong, instead of just acknowledging the wrong information, she was like, she basically had a so what attitude, and it still was just like, so what are y'all going to do about it? That thing is there and some shit like that. So it was just, and my whole spiel was, well, you're the one that brought it up. What are you doing about it? This is just like because
Nathan.
yeah, because I tell people, okay, you telling me is what is that amount to? Are you doing anything? Are you doing anything about it? Are you doing anything to stop it? Are you taking precautions or some shit like that? What is telling me about the shit? I never visited the site,
Mhm.
and yeah, I don't know. That shit is, I don't. It's just, like I don't know. I think I'm on that D Wolf with the vigilante. So I'd rather you do the D Wolf shit, the vigilante thing. If you're really about that action, or you're really like passionate about it, I think like you should be on that D Wolf. How D Wolf was, he's like, I think you should do something about it. Be a vigilante or some shit like that. I think that's just where I'm at on that specific case.
Mhm.
So, but I don't know. Any last words before we move on to our final thoughts?
No.
Nope. Okay. All right. Whew. I think I got everything. Yep. Um, Final thoughts. B is on you. Yep, I know. Touched everything.
I don't really have anything. Really, I don't have anything.
Are you gonna go see the Michael Jackson movie?
Yeah. Isn't that tomorrow?
I believe it
The
is.
24th?
Go see it tomorrow.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have something about that because I swear to God, I didn't hear nothing about they was preparing a Michael Jackson movie. I Wait, what?
I knew this a year ago.
No, I swear it's real. Like all of a sudden, I woke up and there was a whole Michael Jackson movie going on. Like they started doing. It was like yesterday was the first time I even heard anything about it. I was like, when was they filming this? I'm so confused. It's giving Beyonce's you know how they just drop something.
She just drop it out.
Like it's giving one of them. Yeah, like when she dropped her album for the first time. That's what it's giving. It's giving like literally they just dropped this bombshell. But it was no press runs for like weeks upon weeks. It felt like it was just like all of a sudden I heard yesterday there's a whole Michael Jackson biopic going on. I'm like, wow. Um, and everybody's going to watch it. And it wasn't nothing, no, oh, if this doesn't go well, no, like, fake advertisement, negative advertisement. It was just everybody's still going to watch it. Oh, and I went and watched that Haley Bailey movie.
How was it?
Um, I it could have been one of those, during the Christmas time. You know how they used to have those Christmas movies, like love movies and
The little
stuff, where like
the Hallmark Christmas movie shit.
yeah, it could have been one of those. Like it is one of those, but it could have like it didn't really need to be a. Let me just mind my business. I'm glad it went to theaters. Go ahead, girl. Get your coin. Get your theater coin. I hope it. But that show no could have just stayed home and watch it on the couch, even on Lifetime. Just saying.
Oh, it was one of those. It was a Lifetime movie, huh?
No, it was one of them Hallmark. Like it was definitely gave Christmas like. You know how Christmas love movies is like during Christmas time. There's so many of those type of movies.
Yeah.
It just gave one of those. Like it didn't give like when you hear You, Me, and Tuscany, like I don't know, it just didn't give. It just didn't give something that was like I felt like this was off of some like with iPhone, like it was just like it gave very much like mid recording. Like her acting was really good, but it wasn't. I couldn't see this being like Sex in the City, the movie, or like the other. I think it's like the other one, the other love movie that it just didn't give that same like when you go to like another country and it's a cooking, like somebody's cooking and you're like, it gave one of those hallmarks like during the holidays. Like I think this just came out at a wrong time. Um, it might have been rushed or like I don't know, the plot wasn't just good enough. Like it just gave very mid, very regular. But I'm glad they created one of those. The next one will be better than the last one, and that's how it just keeps getting better.
Was that your final thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Father is on you.
Well, my final thought, yeah, South Africa on trial right now.
Damn, what South Africa do
The
this time?
whole South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa's on trial because some videos came out of them trying to. Well, basically, they were trying to G-check like the black immigrants that are there and telling them to go home and fix their own countries.
Huh?
Innocent migrants that are owning shops and stuff like that. They're getting beat up. There's a clip of like South African beating up like one of the migrants. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
so
Like a whole bunch of
confused.
shit. What are you confused about?
Who's the migrants?
No, I'm saying migrants, like Zimbabweans, Ghanaians, like people that are not South African in the country.
Oh, is that type of separation going on? I thought black people was like, ain't that they? I don't know. I don't understand it. So who's beating up who?
I said the South African.
But aren't those black people still? I'm confused.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, it's black on black crime. Yes.
Okay.
Off of the basis of nationality. You come to my country, I don't like it, so I beat you up and then tell you to go back to your country. That's what's happening.
Yeah, in
I feel like Africa's like
in American terms,
huh?
In American terms, what set you claim, nigga? You bang. Neighbor 6-0 neighborhood, and then they beat the shit out of him because this ain't nigga. This Pyro Compton over here. This Bompton.
This was
Yeah, ain't from my hood. You can
get the
get
fuck
around.
around here.
It's to me it's so weird when I hear them calling them migrants. Like that's what I'm like.
Okay, you from Miami, right? You from
Yeah,
Miami?
really separate. Like I don't know. I thought South Africa and I didn't know they really like they ain't fucking with everybody else.
No, they're only doing that because their economy is in shambles and the unemployment rate is really high. So they blame it on the immigrants, just like any other right wing place that has a whole bunch of white folks in there. It ain't no different than any type of people that have a proximity to whiteness.
Isn't that where Johannesburg is?
Johannesburg is indeed in South Africa. Yes.
Yeah, looking from like what's that TV show? Young, Rich, and African, whatever.
I hate that show, by the way.
Jesus, I like it. Well, I don't know no better though.
I hate what it perpetuates.
Well, I don't know no better. So
Yeah,
I didn't know that was beefing like that though.
Think of it like this: in times of economic crisis, you'll usually see that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll usually see that. Mind you, 72% of that land belongs to the whites. 72%.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I thought they apartheid already canceled about 32% of them.
Material life, my sweet child. Well, not child, but you have a lot to learn about that country. Bless your heart, but yeah,
I seen a little video, like it was a documentary that was talking about it, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, look how reverse slavery happened.
What was you watching, Serafina?
Huh?
What was you watching, Serafina? Freedom.
No, it was like this guy who went down there, and the white Africans were talking about apartheid and how they can't find jobs because I think it's like for every there's like a certain amount of black people for every one white person. that works. So like all the black people are getting better jobs than the white people. The white people was living in tents. Like it was a high rate of homelessness. And because back in the days they used to be considered to be like, well educated, and now they're like they can't even work. They can't find work. They're struggling. It was on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it.
You might have to say that uh, on when we get off the air. So yeah. So Father, still your final thoughts. I don't know if you was done.
I mean, yeah, for the most part, yeah, them, bro, and it's a lot going on. Ghana already, yeah, Ghana ain't playing. It's like, yeah, you're not finna do that. Yeah, they pull up on him and say, you are not finna do that.
I love
There's
how every
another clip
time
of
Ghana
them
is
at a
mentioned.
hospital.
I love how
They
every
was,
time. Go ahead,
they
my
was
bad.
at a hospital. And the dude is in there. He's like, please, if you are not South African, leave. Literally. At a hospital. So if you're getting treated but you're not a South African, they literally is like, yeah, leave. Type shit.
I
Yeah, I'm
love
telling
that
you,
every
bro.
time the fact that Ghana is mentioned, yeah, it's just like they don't play that shit.
They really don't.
I love that about y'all. I really do. Yeah, y'all definitely like calling all the wolf tickets. Anytime they come, it's I want all of them. Yeah, I love that. I love that about Ghana. But that was it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so piggyback what Father said about the whole crash outs, I done told you. Didn't I tell you? Because I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. I love when I'm right. I love when Father's right. I love when material life is right. I just love when we're right. I'm glad we have this and I'm glad we have this podcast to record. All right, us being right, because it's a beautiful thing. Even because then you can come back and say, "I done told you." And I shout out to Family Guy for that Black Woman in Hindsight thing, because I feel like that's one of my favorite memes, and I just use that for everything. Even when I'm like right and I tell people I told you, I use that meme. It's such a good fucking meme. Um, Also, and on another note, I've been watching this show on Netflix. It's called Age of Attraction, and what the show is about is like, could you find love with someone that is either older or younger than you are? So far, like I don't know if y'all seen the commercials or not, but most of the people they're at least 10 to 15. They're at the youngest or the least age gap is like fucking 10 to 15 years, and the oldest is like 30. And black people got
Like,
and black person got to 30. There's two black couple got to 30. So it goes to show, I don't know, it goes to
but
show
are they all adult? Like,
they
is all adults
they are all adults.
age?
It has to be.
They are
Okay.
they are all adults, and they
They're
are
filming it. They have no choice.
Some things about TV,
no, they're all
you
adults,
know.
and they're all over the age of 21. So you don't have to worry about no R. Kelly shit going on. So, but
Mhm.
I would say this because I know a lot of people like even in their 30s they'll tell people it's like I wouldn't date nobody like 5 years older than you and all that stuff. I was like, bro, your match could be like in his 50s, and I know that's kind of like weird, and like I think a lot of people find that weird. Even like to me, it's just like it's somewhat weird, but it's like
Everybody on the Anna Nicole Smith.
nah, that one was just for the money.
Marilyn Monroe.
That one was gold digging for money. No, because there's a couple joints where like the dude is younger than the woman. Like the dude is like he's in his late 20s, and the woman she's like 56, and they're a couple. It's an interesting it's an interesting show. I'm not gonna say like it's, but I guess it's just like I don't want to say run your horizons, but your soulmate might be in the wheelchair. Might be on dialysis. Your soulmate might be on dialysis. Some of y'all. It's just like so.
I guess he trying to I don't know.
Well, the thing is, like, they didn't know each other's age, so it's just like to start off, it's like they cannot tell their age, and then like it was like a meet and greet. So when like they kind of like fuck with each other, they go into this room. It's called the promise room, and they give each other promise rings. So it's just like, are we taking this shit beyond? Because they're on a resort. So are we gonna take the shit beyond the resort? And if they agree, that's when they like reveal their ages. So.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah.
Or like every day it's a new couple or new group?
No, well, the first three, because I haven't finished, it's like 10 episodes or something like that. So the first 3 episodes is on the resort, right? And like that's where the meet and greet is. And then I think the next 3 episodes is they're staying in these apartments with each other. And then like the next 3 episodes is just like they're meeting their family. So like some of these people like, oh, like the 20 she is one girl, she's like 27 and some shit like that, and she's dating a 60-year-old man. It's like, yo, you're gonna have to meet their parents and some shit like that. So
I don't know if the 6-year-old parents are still around.
I don't know either, but that shit is when you look at it, you're like, damn, that shit is wild. But
does he look 60?
I will let you. You know what? You be the judge of this. Let me.
with a live throat. This is a lot of static.